After the cool mountains and exciting train ride of Ella, I reached Sigiriya. There are some places in the world that feel less like destinations and more like ancient memories. And this morning, before the crowds, before the heat, before the noise, I'm arriving at Sigiriya. And rising almost 200 meters above the jungle of Sri Lanka, this ancient rock fortress has watched over this land for more than 1500 years. But Sigiriya is more than a UNESCO site. It's a kingdom built on power, fear, beauty, and ambition. Built by King Kashyap in the 5th century, Sigiriya was designed as both a palace and a fortress. And legend says that the king feared revenge after taking the throne from his own father. So he built his kingdom on top of a rock behind me, almost impossible to conquer. But today, what remains isn't fear, it's beauty, garden, symmetry, silence, a masterpiece hidden in the Sri Lanka jungles. Now, this climb is not just physical. The higher you go, the quieter your mind becomes. Imagine this entire structure, one shaped like a massive lion, guarding the kingdom in the sky. Even in the ruins, it feels powerful. What amazes me most is how advanced this place was for its time. These gardens are considered some of the oldest landscape gardens in the world. Even today, the design feels intentional, peaceful, luxurious. You can almost imagine what royal life here must have looked like centuries ago. Travel changes when you stop rushing through places and start listening to them. Sigiriya isn't just something you see, it's something you feel. And maybe that's why people continue climbing these rocks century after century. There are some people there before me. I am not joking. There is the stair. That's what we have to climb to get to the top. And then suddenly you reach the top, but we are not there yet. We are going there. These giant lion paws are all that remains of the original entrance to the palace above. Imagine this entire structure, one shaped like a massive lion, guarding the kingdom in the sky. Even in ruins, it feels powerful. And then suddenly you reach the top, above the forest, above the noise of the world. Sigria becomes something else entirely. A reminder that civilizations rise and fall, but great stories remain. Standing here surrounded by endless jungle and ancient stone, it's impossible to not feel small, but somehow deeply connected at the same time. Far, far away is a Buddha standing in the jungle. The climb was tougher than I expected, but moments like this remind me why I keep traveling. There's something about standing above the jungle at sunrise that makes everyday worries feel so small. I started filming these journeys to capture more than destinations. I wanted to capture moments, memories that might otherwise disappear. And these memories need to be shared. Looks easy, but is not. Now we go and go down those stairs.
As impressive as Sigria was, but there was another destination waiting, just a short drive away. Damn Bulla.
2,000 years it's been here. Sacred, beautiful, still worshipped to this day. Hidden inside this sacred rock in the heart of Sri Lanka lies a world untouched by time. Over 2,000 years of devotion painted into stone. Today I'm walking through the ancient caves of Dambulla, where silence feels sacred. Every wall tells a story.
So this peak is also faster. It's faster. It's destroying my.
Some places entertain you, some places humble you. Dambulla does both. Buddha's feet and Buddha in a reclining position. So peaceful, so calm. In a single day, I experienced two such different experiences. Sigiriya had been built for a king to keep him safe, and Dambulla has been bringing in pilgrims for centuries. Both are such different experiences, and together they made this whole day so amazing. Sigiriya reminded me of Sri Lanka's incredible history, and Dambulla, it got me peace. But this journey was far from over. It is time to get back on the road. And the next stop, Trincomalee.